The world needs the next Iron Man. And I'm just a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
You got gifts, Parker. The world needs that.
I think Nick Fury just hijacked our vacation.
Awesome!
Pip pip cheerio and bonjour, I'm Lorraine.
I am your favorite gondola rider. I'm Langston.
And I'm Spider-Man's amazing friend, Ryan Penagos, aka Agent M.
And this is Earth's Mightiest show.
Yes, and we are counting down to the new film Spider-Man Far From Home.
Which hits theaters on July 2nd.
Yeah, and you guys will notice Ryan is here in the studio because it was too big.
I know.
Yeah.
We needed more Ryan to help us.
Need the M.
You had a nice spot on the couch for me. I really appreciate it.
Very, keeping it warm for you, too.
Yeah, and we're having a huge show today. We're chatting with the cast, the director, and getting new insight on Mysterio, plus a whole lot more. What are you guys excited to get into today?
Well, I gotta say, we know this movie deals exclusively with the fallout from Marvel Studios Avengers Endgame, and that movie was, I'll say, was eventful. I'll say it was pretty exciting. It was a busy day for those characters. So now the world's been forever changed by that, so Spidey's world is gonna be surely changed. And of course, now we get to see Spidey in new locations outside New York, which is awesome.
That's gonna be great. I am pumped to see Jake Gyllenhaal making his Marvel debut as Mysterio. I love Mysterio in the comics, that look, it's iconic, the cape, the fishbowl head, just everything about him is so terrific. Plus, Spider-Man. I mean, he's such a beloved and important character. It's just, I need more Spidey.
And also, did you clock those new Spidey suits? Because some of them were giving me some feels, just saying.
I know. Well, I think there's no better time to check out my talk with writer-director Jon Watts.
Yes, look, he's gonna give us the inside scoop on Spider-Man Far From Home.
I think the idea for a European vacation first started when Tom and I were on the press tour for Homecoming, and there was a moment when we were on this rooftop in Rome. I looked out across the way, and there was a stuntman wearing the full Spider-Man costume posing on this rooftop with the panorama of Rome behind him. I thought, that looks cool. I'd go see that movie. So I think that's where the seeds were planted, and just the idea of Spider-Man going from being your friendly neighborhood superhero to now suddenly being catapulted to a world stage, I thought would be a good challenge for Peter. Spider-Man has 3 suits. We get to see him in his original Homecoming suit. There's a brief scene of him in the Iron Spider suit, but in a way that we've never really seen the Iron Spider suit before. And then we also have the stealth suit, which is Nick Fury's solution for Spider-Man so that he can be active in Europe, but his friends on his school trip won't immediately see that red and blue superhero they know from their home neighborhood swinging around the rooftops of Prague. What was nice for me was that we spent so much of Homecoming establishing this new world, to now having established them and to really spend some time with MJ and spend some time with Ned and see how they're adapting to this crazy new world was a lot of fun for me.
Oh,
yes.
So good. I really cannot wait to see this whole cast in action.
Oh, speaking of the cast, Ryan, you got to catch up with the cast in London, yes?
I sure did, Langston. We chatted, I learned all the secrets.
Awesome. Well, let's take a look at the cast of Spider-Man Far From Home.
Capes are back.
I like that.
Yeah, you'll see.
Yeah. What does Mysterio bring to the film?
Am I allowed to answer these questions just because you work for Marvel?
I mean,
I don't know.
For you guys, what's the most enjoyable thing, this fun, coolest thing about working on a film of this size, worldwide? You guys shot in so many places. What was most fun?
We're literally able to shoot with our best friends in some of the most amazing and beautiful places I've ever been while shooting a movie that I love to shoot. So it just kind of was like a win-win-win.
You should be able to go to a travel agent and be like, I want the Far
Marvel
From Home experience, please.
But without the monsters.
Without the elemental monsters and stuff. Yeah, one of the most exciting moments in these films is when you get to sit down with Jon and he pitches you the movie, and he basically tells you what your summer's going to be like. You're sitting down, it's like you've gone to like a travel agents, and they're like, so we've booked you this, and we've booked you that, and then you're going to do this, and you're going to go to this place, but except it's your boss, and he's telling you that
what to do.
You're going to have a great vacation.
So, what attracted you to the role of Mysterio?
I just loved that because he was obscure in a way, though he's known by a lot of people, but because he was obscure, you could play with things in a way you can't with those like really known and loved characters, Marvel characters. So it just offered up new, different choices. And I love that.
And of course, Mysterio's got this iconic costume, which looks incredible in this movie. The fishbowl and everything.
Phew, I know.
I love it. I love it.
The thing that I'm bummed about is his hair in a majority of the comics is a lot different than my hair. And if anybody knows me as an actor, I really like hair acting. It's like one of my favorite things. I was really tempted to do the hair.
At Marvel, we have a little bit of a debate going on about Spider-Man's costume. And some people think it's red with blue. Some people think it's blue with red. What do you guys think? Can you help us settle this debate?
It's red with blue.
Because red is the most.
Red is I think there's more red than there is blue.
Color. Yeah.
Yeah, the blue
like
is
the
just more the
accents.
legs, really.
Yeah.
And then the red is just like all over.
Crying out loud. For me, it's red with blue, like, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Some people say that the blue is underneath and it's sort of like, but I'm with you.
Well, then there's black and red,
Yeah,
now there's
now
all
there's-
black.
Yeah.
There's a lot, yeah, there's red with spider tentacles. It's like, there's so many. There's no.
What do you think? Is it red with blue or blue with red?
I always thought it was red with blue, because I'm way older than you, so I was around when he first showed up, so I go red with blue.
I agree with you. Cool. Sam, that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jake.
Yeah, man, thanks.
Appreciate it. Awesome. That was it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Oh, that cast seems like a blast to hang out with. They seem like so much fun.
They had the best time.
And did you get them to sign your yearbook?
You better believe I did.
Nice.
Oh, nice. KIT. Keep in touch.
Okay.
Oh.
I was like,
Anyway, there are a lot of ways you can check out Spider-Man Far From Home, but Langston, I heard that you got the scoop from Marvel Games. What's coming up?
I did, Lorraine. I'm glad you asked. We can expect content inspired by the film to be added to Marvel Future Fight very soon, including Mysterio, Spider-Man stealth, and upgraded suits. We're talking about that. Plus new villains. Later in the month, Marvel Contest of Champions gets Spider-Man in his new stealth suit as well as Mysterio. And dropping various dates in July, there will be new Spider-Man Far From Home inspired cards for Marvel Battle Lines, as well as Black Cat and Mysterio joining Marvel Puzzle Quest. Plus, Mysterio is set to join Marvel Strike Force, as well as some Spider-Man classic comic villains.
Yeah, all right, so much good stuff. And Ryan, I know you love a pull list, so I put one together for us to get us in the Spidey spirit.
Thanks.
First up, I highly recommend Peter Parker's first trip abroad in Amazing Spider-Man number 143, where he says goodbye to MJ at the airport, and with one perfect kiss, they are forever changed. Oh, it's one of my faves. Also, follow that up with 144 to see his adventures in Paris, baby. He goes abroad. Oh, and then I recommend checking out Mysterio's comic book origin story in Amazing Spider-Man number 13. It's a fun one. It really gets into his history, and it's just a good time. You can check out all 3 of those comics on Marvel Unlimited at marvel.com/unlimited, which gives you access to 25,000 comics and counting. And you can finish all of that off with the new middle grade novel, Spider-Man Far From Home, Peter and Ned's Ultimate Travel Journal by my friend Pretty Chipper. It's so cute and so fun. You are gonna love it even if you're only a big kid. Find it wherever books are sold.
Awesome. Great picks, too.
Yeah.
We got to mention one last awesome way to get into Spidey's world. Download the new Spider-Man Far From Home app right now. It has tons of cool stuff. You can explore Peter Parker's phone. You can take a selfie, Spidey and Mysterio, get filters, gifts, and stickers, interact with the AR suit experience, or view other cool exclusive content.
Oh, there's so much stuff to check out. But hey, I think there's only one thing left to do, right?
How about start a Spider-Man flash mob?
Oh, yeah, all right.
Even better, stick our heads into fishbowls and scream, "I love Mysterio!"
I got tons of fishbowls and loud
I think, well, those both sound great. Without further ado, we should take one last look at Spider-Man Far From Home. Be sure to get your tickets now because the movie opens in theaters on July 2nd. Let's do it. I'm Lorraine.
I'm Langston.
I'm Ryan.
And this is Marvel.
Your
universe.
Enjoy.
Spider-Man. This is Mr. Beck.
You're Mysterio.
Cool name.
Stark chose you. We need an Avenger.
Awesome.
Mr. Stark trusted me. I'm not gonna let him down.
Let's go save the world, Spider-Man.
I've got this.
Spider-Man Far From Home, rated PG-13.
Thanks for watching Earth's Mightiest Show. If you like this, leave us a comment and subscribe to the Marvel channel.
Or click the box over there to watch our last episode.
Okay, so after this, Lorraine, will you teach me French? I love...
Bonjour.
Great. What else?
Soufflé.
I love it. What else?
Crêpe Suzette.
I don't think you speak French.